Welcome to Bogside Chats, where we're talking everything DeFiKingdoms and keeping it casual. My name is Matty Pesk. As always, I am joined by Franz and Guy Kid. Boys, how we doing?
Doing good. Best friends patch. Here are my best friends. The chat, I mean. Yeah, doing great.
I'm a little disappointed I cracked my seltzer before we started, Fringe. That was perfect timing on your part. Well done.
Oh, how dare you.
You having a little White Claw action over there?
A little White Claw, mango,
All
getting
right.
crazy.
No laws when you're drinking claws.
That is what they say.
About not more than that. Wow, geez. Like 4 hours ago, the final the final part of the Best Friends patch went live, and level 10 quests are now available for our heroes who have the profession skill sufficient to do that. Have you guys done some level 10 quests so far? Just like quickly?
I have not.
I did a couple.
I've done 2.
Yeah, same. Some fishers and foragers.
How was it?
It was all right. I didn't have any pets attached to them, so they were like 180, 190 experience. Which
Yeah,
is,
I mean, that's the fun part now, attaching the pets, finding the different combinations. Is it worth it to have, this boost on this hero?
Right.
Should I switch it over there? All the nuts and the bolts. I'm sure we'll be seeing some alpha from somebody about the optimal way to be doing things.
And I do think this is something that can truly just be optimized. There will be, all the formulas are there. There will be like at this profession level, here's the best pet you can have.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure those ones that are like increase your base profession score. Those ones are probably going to be the best. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
interested.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see how different the rewards will be for, a 10 profession score fisher, and then like a 20 or a 30 or I guess what's the new cap? Is there?
Unclear if there is a new cap.
Well, they kind of said they were doing away with the cap of 20 when this came out, right?
I mean, it was alluded to, but I don't know if that was ever directly said.
For the profession score, to be clear, not the level cap.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody is stampotted, we would know. We should probably look that up. If someone just like binged it quick,
Stand
What?
by.
Like if you just like riled off like a million foraging quests with stampots, you most likely could have gotten upgraded above that. You know what I mean?
I don't know that there was enough time to hit whatever the new cap is on Snap.
Well, not to hit the new cap, but just go over. Did it go over the 20 point, little bit extra?
Crypto Keith's got us as we ramble back and forth. 30 profession is the
30
new
is
cap.
the new cap. Okay.
So that'll be interesting. So I'm assuming you can go over that with the pets that add to your profession, right? Because
I mean, that's a good question,
otherwise
actually.
that's going to be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Where those will
some
kind
of those are
be
like 30 themselves, so I think
right. I mean, if those can't go over, then those will be reserved for the lower level heroes, and
or they have diminishing
level
returns
ones
on if you're already
right. There'll be a kind of a cap for it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Is that your thief guy?
The one fisher that is over 22 skill right now.
Oh.
Wow. All right. So somebody did do it.
Who is that?
Gary.
Gary.
Hey,
Nice job,
Gary. Congrats, Gary.
Nice work, Gary.
Crypto Keith's got the inside line to Hubert with a Y. It's
Nice.
huge.
So also with the level 10 quests, they upgraded the like quest core sort of thing, and it's the technicals that I don't really understand.
V3.
Yeah, I'm glad. It sounds like it's something they worked on and they did it. So good for the team. I don't know how it works.
They seem very excited about that, so I'm gonna guess that it's a very big deal. They did say that like, hey, this is gonna make, upgrading or adding new contracts more streamlined. So, from our perspective as people who don't really understand these things, it sounds like it's gonna make it just faster to add new content. So
We're
that's
excited
good.
because they're excited.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, if it's a streamlined process, so that changing, maybe adding level 20 or changing other things is now, smoother for them, that's great. That's just going to be more fun down the road for us.
You sound excited.
Well, I mean, I think it's so early right now that like I don't really know what else to say about this because like we need to, like you said, we need to like flesh out what's the best pet to use, what's the best strategies here, and like this like just went live, so I don't have much like theory crafting on it because like it's like literally just went live and I have no clue what to do and how will the bots interact with it and stuff like that. So it's still like it's still brand new,
Yeah, got to get Helper going on.
Oh, I'm
before
sure.
we really
I'm sure
see.
Zealous is working on it now.
Well, because then it's easy. You just kind of scroll through your feed and see, look for outliers. Like, oh, this one got over 200 XP. What's different here?
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did see Pouring sent me something. It was from one of his guild mates. It looked like Mythic Pet, and it was 261 experience. It was
what was it?
So
What kind of
it had the quick study here. I could actually just pull it up on the screen so you guys can see this with me.
But did it like hit on something wild in
There was
items?
a tier in there. Hold on, I'm getting it up now.
It's not that, yeah. Great content.
Yep. There we go. So it was quick study, which is the power up, the 15% that we've had. Efficient scavenger, which one's that?
That's just the straight up bonus experience one.
Okay. Premium treats to the plus 2% there, and then the
it's a
rarity.
mythic. It was a mythic.
The rarity seems. I mean, I know we've been hearing these numbers and stuff, but like seeing it on the screen, that plus 20 for the mythic, like those are.
It's a big number.
That's big.
Well,
That's
this
really
is
big.
is the like ultimate. A mythic with that bonus is the ultimate experience booster of a pet.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things that we have to find out, right? Like the extra roll, how
Right.
much experience does that account for?
Yeah.
Because it may not be quite that 37%, but if it's anywhere close, you're getting an extra roll, an extra item. It's helping your ROI. Like, I don't know. They're kind of making us decide between pure experience and other aspects, and I feel like I'm going to take the ROI every time.
And
Like I'm doing regular treats personally.
did I make this up, or do you get more experience for finding items?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how the experience is generated based on what you bring back.
That's level 0 too. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
I
see
can-
those formulas kind of work
Exactly.
out of like the increased chance of finding those rare items. How does that compare to the efficient scavenger?
See, like this.
bonus?
This is great because like this run here was very mediocre. I mean, yeah, there was one tier which was nice, but like this was a pretty mediocre run. And if that 260 is a mediocre run, that's very nice.
Yeah, if you get like 2 tiers
Right.
or
Well,
some
Swift Thistle's more.
Swift Thistle, maybe you could hit 300.
Well, and
then
eggs
300 a
blows it
quest.
up. Yeah.
Right, eggs. I mean, that's
And runes give you bonus too. So like, yeah, I think this is interesting. It adds a new strategy and adds more more decisions that you have to make when you're deciding how to set up your questers.
Yeah, Guy, where'd your screen go? I can't pull it back up.
I just disappeared. I'm not really doing anything.
Okay.
I'm playing what's that Super Smash game in the background?
Are you really?
No.
You can't be doing that. You gotta
Okay.
focus up. Focus up.
There we go.
All right, yeah.
Completing
So
the
that's
quest.
level 10 quest. We'll probably have a ton more to talk about that next week. I feel like once we get like a week under our belt of actually.
Yeah, that's when all the alpha will come. Yeah. After other people have given the alpha out, we could just repeat it and credit them.
Yeah, sure. But let's move on. Last Friday, did he release it that night? I forget. Sargent had a stream. Franz and myself were guests on.
Oh, look who just popped in.
Did he? Oh, there he is. Did he release it that night? That
Yep.
Friday night, like late? Yeah. Where we got to be on a panel and ask questions of Hubert himself, where we talked about
Mr. Cumberdale.
the cooldown summoning. If you haven't checked out that stream, I highly recommend it. It was very, very interesting. I've listened to it. I think I've listened to it twice now, even though I was live in it. Because Hubert kind of went through a bunch of different kind of aspects of how he makes the decisions on the summoning cooldown and his thought process there. One of the big things I pulled from it, one of the most interesting things I think, is what he talked about was there is a point in time where if there's so many heroes in the game where we're going to hit critical mass, and the gas prices are going to either get to like insane numbers or it's just going to be inoperable completely. And so there is kind of a fear of that if like the numbers just continue to like infinitely increase, that the gas will not be able to handle, the system will not be able to handle it.
Or maybe not handle it, but it would, people are already complaining about gas prices, so
right.
It's not going to be inoperable for a very
Right.
long time, was my understanding. But go ahead, sorry.
But prices would make it stupid. It would be like
Yeah.
5 cents or more. Like it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. What's the word I'm looking for?
Functional.
Functional. Yeah, it would be. You'd be losing money. And I thought that was super interesting because this whole time we've been debating this stuff about like hero inflation, and I haven't really thought about like strain on the system being a an aspect of that. But as the game master, which I think is his title, he's got to think about this stuff of like the actual, the health of the ecosystem overall. Franz, what do you think about that stream? It was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, it was good. I wish that Hubert would do, or I hope that Hubert will do more long form kind of interview type things more often. I feel like when it's in the kind of environment of an AMA, it's rushed. It feels like he sometimes doesn't want to be talking for too long on those. Yeah. Whereas I felt like he had kind of room to run on Sarge's pod. So I thought it was good. Got his perspective on a lot of things. One thing that we talked about that we've mentioned a few times and originally kind of came up on Sargent's last stream on the topic was the vendor trash, Dags's vendor trash idea. And the idea of burning a hero and getting back what was used on that hero. Crystals, stones, tears, what have you. Yeah. So he did say that they weren't able to do that because the smart contracts don't store that information. So take a pretty big rework, but he did kind of very quickly, and I missed it live, but when I re-listened, I heard him say it, that he would consider something where there was just a set kind of reward, kind of similar to the Perilous Journey, where it's like, all right, if you're at this level and you have this rarity, you're going to get, this stone back, or you're going to get, whatever. So I thought that was interesting. I thought that could be a good way to kind of add another burn mechanic. Will that save this, hero population issue? I don't think single-handedly, but, it's another kind of notch on the belt along with Dark Summoning. So I thought that was cool.
It was cool. It was interesting that that's sort of like the scrap for the part.
Matty, your sound just went to shit there.
Yeah. So something I heard on that whole interview too is I don't think it was ever intended for us to each have a legion of heroes, which has become really turned into the norm and not the exception. I think when they originally built out the game economy dynamics of we're all supposed to have a handful of heroes and your hero is really supposed to be you. And I think a lot of the kind of infrastructure built around that was kind of expected that way. And now, since botting is such a huge part of the community, it was interesting kind of hearing that from Hubert of like, we understand botting's a part of the community and we don't want to necessarily dismiss it. And people that have started trending that way of like, we don't want to make it completely impossible to be able to hold all these heroes in your wallet. So they need to accept that as part of the reality that we live in now.
Yeah. Is Mike back? I think
I thought. Go for it.
Guy, that's a very good point. I think an interesting thing he said was like they talked about adding automation as like a power up. They talked about that a while ago, and he mentioned that again in that talk Friday night. But the team in general has really not addressed the botting stuff, and it was interesting to hear him kind of talk about that a little bit of like, this is the new reality of like what the game, what the status of the game is going to be. So
I liked his answer on that because it sounded very genuine to me. It wasn't that he didn't want botting for XYZ technical reasons. It was he I think the way he said it was, he's like, I came here to make a game, not to make something that you're just botting through for rewards. So like that, it's nice to hear that his reasoning is a little bit more, like I said, genuine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, one more thing here. So from Tolls for the idea of batching quests, and we've talked about this. I'll give
Right.
credit to Guy here as I cover his face. You've mentioned this before. The idea of like, hey, and I don't think this is something that they're going to be changing now, or not something I want them to be spending time on now. But in the future, hey, I want to send my foragers for a week, and they'll do the same amount of quests as they're doing today, or maybe give it a little like bonus for the longer you lock them up, whatever. But it'll just be one transaction. I think they're kind of caught in between this place where like they don't want so many transactions for these gas issues, but at the same time they do want all these transactions because hey,
Gas is revenue.
Yeah.
Well, gas is revenue. Well, it's burned, isn't it? It's
A
better for the token.
a portion of its revenue.
Yeah.
Okay. And also that's how they market. Like they're marketing to
Right.
VCs and different projects and
Yeah.
different things with, hey, we have more transactions than Ethereum.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't see them being in a rush to really cut that down dramatically.
Right. But I don't think. Yeah. But we're getting further and further away from what the vision Hubert had for like the game. As the hero population increases. So.
The other thing that he said too, which at the beginning seemed impossible. It seems like the team's going to be very motivated for you to have in-game quests that you could lose your hero.
Mm-hmm.
We need more deflationary aspects for heroes in the game.
Death matches, let's go. I'll
Yeah,
take
that was
all my
mentioned.
common heroes. If you make the rewards good enough.
Well, and
Give
just
me a
'cause
Royal
you
Rumble.
like that rush, don't you? You like that.
I mean, give me a 3-on-3 battle for pink slips, where I get to take my pick of the other team's three,
and the
other two burn.
Ooh.
Thank you
that.
for helping me finish that sentence.
Yeah.
No, but that
That's-
seems awesome.
that'd be
I get like a
fun.
little trophy, and then maybe I'll just throw him in the pit just to be an asshole.
Well, no, yeah, there'd be like one of those little icons in the corner that he was like a captured or whatever. Like,
Oh, that'd be fun. Like
Yeah.
a little pirate flag or something for captured.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
that would be cool. I like that idea a lot. Although that's cruel. I don't think they would do that because it's like,
Hey, we're
The
playing a game.
assets.
They're
Yeah, I
winners and
know.
losers.
yeah.
The assets. Come on.
Well, they're like the ownership aspect of that is interesting and weird.
You're putting
and,
it up for.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You're putting it up there. You're betting it.
Yeah. Wow. Gambling, legal. I don't want to talk about that. All right. So that was awesome on Friday. That was with Hubert. And again, yeah, I hope he does that more. I would love to get him on Bogside. I'd love to talk to him. That'd be great.
Yeah, he might have admitted to us before we started recording that he's never listened to Bogside chats. He
was
did
lying.
say he listens to the Wowie show, and
Yeah, he
he's
does
heard
say he
Maddie
listens
on
to
there.
Wowie, yeah.
He could have lied to us and said he
I think-
listens to Bogside
I
too.
think he was just negging you, and he actually does listen.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just messing
okay.
with you.
Yeah. He was asserting dominance before the stream started so that my questions would be a little more timid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody go check that out. That was a Candor Gander hosted by Sergeant Filthy McNasty. He always puts together good streams, so go check him out. All right. We wanted to next mention... Okay, yeah, so this was in the AMA, but sort of it's been on all over Twitter. The hero art is being revamped for all of the heroes.
God, do you have any graphics?
Probably somewhere.
I have
Yeah.
one ready. That's why I was asking you.
They said that they've been working on this for a while and have sort of kept it under wraps, although Second Best Dad posts all the time, so
White screen.
All right, you want yours? Go ahead.
The reason for this, they said, is that for animation purposes, they needed to kind of revamp how the heroes are drawn or constructed. And I don't know technicalities of why, but this is allowed them to do more animation stuff with the heroes.
I mean, those are smooth.
Yeah, it's really
Those
cool, and I
movements.
love his shield there. It looks awesome too for the knight. And then they've also been doing this promotional thing where they've been doing tweets out about each hero individually, which has been just fun for my alerts.
Yeah, guys.
Everybody loves tagging us.
Can we have a little intervention there? And Grady said this. Grady and
I
Christian
know.
Peter were talking about this on their stream last night. Last night.
Yeah, that was last night.
Grady went with a more like logical approach. So, like, hey,
Yeah.
the goal is to get new eyes on
Uh-huh.
this. So why are you tagging people inside the community? You should be tagging people who don't know about DeFi
Right, that makes
Kingdoms.
sense.
So
Logically,
that's the
yeah.
correct answer. My answer is just it's so fucking annoying. Please stop tagging me, because then other people like it,
Yep.
and then someone will reply to it, and I'm just getting notification after
Mhm.
notification, and I'm addicted to Twitter. So when I see the notification,
Oh,
I have to go.
I get it. I get it as well. Yeah.
I'm also a no notification guy. Like my email on my phone is clear at all times.
Mine's in the
So-
tens of thousands.
I don't know how people live like that.
Yeah, I because I don't
I
care.
really don't.
I'm at 463. Not bad.
Sassy Franz is in the house.
Yeah.
What's
he is
up,
now.
Cassius?
Although now that you say that, now people are just gonna troll you and do it all the time.
I love it. I don't think it's a troll. That's, I think, about the better side of me.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the knight works best with woodworking? I didn't realize that.
I mean, we knew that. Didn't we
What,
put up the chart of all those last time?
Yes, but like, you know, like seeing it this way kind of makes it jump out more.
Yeah, which I think is awesome promotion that they're doing this for. I think they're going through all the classes. They did Dragoon and Archer, I think, before this. Yeah, that's the guy.
So the knight's all the way down here on woodworking, but 130
But
is
it's
their
the
best
knight's
score,
One of
best.
the yeah,
which is interesting.
but also yeah,
Well, because you have Vid and Dex, and then the other one that Vid shows up in is Vid and Int.
yeah.
So yeah, it's got nothing where it's both its skills are
Like the
high up
kingdoms,
there.
Yeah,
But
And
where
also-
I was kind of going with it is, does that mean shields are going to be from woodworking?
probably.
I don't know that you can make that judgment. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't
thought,
think
but-
one kind of correlates with the other.
I
agree.
think there'll be overlap. Like there'll be wooden shields and there'll be metal shields. You know. So.
So,
Did you
Mer,
get anything good?
I don't know, because I started using, shout out DFK Helper. I started using the auto summon. So you just put in the list the 2 IDs, and it'll just summon as soon as they're off cooldown. And it has all the crystals there ready to crack. So I put in 4 or 5 pairs.
Okay.
What? Why are you laughing?
So you don't know where these came from.
So
these
I
heroes.
mean, I guess I could look if you give me
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ID, but like to me, it's just they're all just random.
Here's a new batch of heroes. We don't know where they came from.
Yeah,
Well, that's fun.
I don't know who the parents are.
Right,
It was a dark, crowded room. It
They're
could have been anyone.
orphans. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. So back to the art revamp. This was something we talked about last week, where Franz and I got into an argument, where I said there's no way that there's going to be part of the game where we see the heroes like running around on in the screen in the world. But now with this animation revamp has like made me rethink that, because they said that they're working on this so that the heroes can have more animations and can move around a little bit easier. So now I'm questioning that, of like maybe they will be moving around on some sort of screen. And so I apologize, Franz, for doubting you.
That's all I want. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, could this also just mean more than one type of animation in combat?
Right. I think that's what it is. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's more extensive than that. And
Yeah, as much as I like hearing I'm right, I don't know that this gives us any more
Right.
kind of evidence that we'll be moving around the map. And if we do move around the map, I think it'll be kind of a token representing your party. I don't think
Right.
you're going to see all 3 of them just kind of huffing along down there.
Yeah.
The Archer is cool. I like that.
The Archer is cool. They definitely chose like specific things, like the
A bit
hair
of a
here is
Robin Hood
cool.
look to him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is for marketing. They have to pick aesthetically pleasing heroes.
Is that one of the advanced hairs? I think it is.
Couldn't tell you.
I think it's the hedgehog one, isn't it?
We're not a cosmetics pod.
I know. But yeah, I think it's very cool and it's fun. The tweets are getting some attention, so hopefully it brings in more people, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens when this gets released, right? Is it going to be just like, we don't see these right now, right? So
No.
the idea of releasing this, like, where is it going to be released to?
You just refresh your page and your heroes all look different.
I mean, are they going to look different in the card? Like, is
Yeah.
this going to affect that little animation that they do there? Maybe.
I think so.
But like, I kind of feel like this is leading towards kind of a bigger drop. Like maybe combat is closer. I don't know. I don't or want to go out on a limb on that, but
I do feel like this is the build up to something.
Like, why now for the marketing, right?
Right.
Like, what changed that they were like, all right, it's time to market?
Because the art looks cool.
I mean, yeah, but like, you got a room full of smart people, seemingly smart people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I went back and added the seemingly. That, Anyway, you would think that the marketing is leading towards kind of something big. Maybe it's the Crypto Gem TV show that they're trying to get ahead of. Maybe there are more releases coming that they haven't been as transparent about.
Well, I mean, again, going back to what we said earlier, like this new Quest core and these diamond contracts, they've said it's made them more, agile and flexible, so that they can move faster and potentially put out releases seemingly, easier.
My big thing is give us a PvE quest before combat. You don't technically need combat for a PvE quest.
No, I mean, like
give me
a
decision-making dungeon.
Right. Yeah.
Something to that effect, or just another perilous journey. Sure.
Yeah.
Like something that we can get hyped around as a community.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Or another burn mechanism, like if they release that, like junk your heroes. All right. Yeah. Art. We hit everything on that. I think, right?
Shout out some people in the chat. We got Beef here. We got Christian Peter, Ryder, Sir Mur. We said hi to. Zabu's in there. Sticks intern. A bunch of people. So what's up, guys?
Yeah, everybody's probably pumped up because they got their level 10 quests.
Yeah, everyone's questing away.
Ooh, all right. Next topic. Hubert, a couple weeks back, gave us this little sample of a formula. Oh, there he is. There's the man himself.
What's up, grade A?
He gave us a bunch of numbers and letters that were a formula for something in combat, is what he said. So the community and Wowie was a big guy on this. He was all over it. Was trying to guess it, and then finally, who was the guy who got it? Professor, right?
Yes. Professor.
Professor figured it out. And again, we're not going to go over. I'm streaming with Wowie tomorrow night, and I'm sure Wowie will explain it in detail. So.
Oh, so you don't want to waste your content for
I don't want to waste
your
my
other
content.
pod.
No, I want to. I don't want to go through the technicals of it, of like what it means and like how it works. But basically,
I was gonna say, for someone who hasn't really looked at it at all, could you give us kind of a synopsis?
Yeah.
Here?
So, and I do not quote me on any of this, or do not rely on any of this. But basically, it is based on your agility, and it is a turn order. It basically is like an initiative or turn order determination, where if you have a higher agility, it like increases per tick, and he hasn't specified like what that means, what per tick means, but like it increases as the battle moves on. Your turn order number that like determines your turn order increases based on that per tick, and if you have a higher agility, it increases faster than guys that have a lower agility. Getting to a point where eventually the very fast guys, the very fast agility guys, could potentially get 2 turns in before some of the very slow guys.
So you might have a ninja that during, I forget what they call the segments of like, everyone goes during one turn, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it was originally called. So rounds, let's call them rounds.
Okay.
But so you might have a ninja that over 4 rounds will do 6 moves or something like that.
So it sounded like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, it sounded like from what Maddie was saying that as the battle goes on, this is going to increase. Like maybe not.
So
maybe not.
The formula will be static, but the ninja's going to be creeping up in the turn order in future matches and eventually lap people.
Yeah, like, and again, I'm not perfect on it, and I'm sure Wowie will have a better explanation tomorrow. But basically, the point is agility is super important and is going to determine turn order and could potentially make those really fast heroes go take 2 turns versus another guy who takes 1 turn.
Yeah. So in turn-based games, there's really 2 things of like, there's either an initiative that the initiative for that round is determined,
Right.
and ninja goes first, priest goes second, archer goes third. Or it sounds like these rounds will be more dynamic and overlapping, that you might have a chance to go twice before the other team goes.
Well, so I know they're big Final Fantasy fans, and Final Fantasy IV, I think, is what they've talked about as kind of where they're taking some source material and stuff. So I've played Final Fantasy IV, and it has these bars that fill up, and whenever your bar is filled, you can go. And the higher speed characters, the bar would just fill up a lot quicker. I don't think we're getting quite that, but it sounds like they're focused on making sure that agility isn't an overlooked kind of useless stat, because that's what we all kind of thought it would be when this first happened. Like, oh, turn based, so agility not that impactful.
Well, I mean, we thought it was going to be a static turn order that's determined at the start of the battle, and that's the initiative, and that it stays that way. And if that was the case, having higher agility had diminishing returns, because if you were already fast, there's no point in being the fastest more than you already were. So now that there's this kind of shifting and changing turn order, there is potentially an advantage of being the super fastest. You know what I mean? So I think it definitely boosts agility, in my opinion, of how I'm like looking at heroes.
Yeah, I mean, if you can have a ninja that's going multiple times towards the end of a match, I mean, that's end game.
I think there's two interesting things that develop from this. Is in any given round, the turn order won't be the same from round to round because of this dynamic change. And then in addition to that, too, of every hero is probably going to need some base level of speed, too. You can't have your tanks and just completely forget about agility, because your tanks may never get a chance to go.
Yeah.
Right. That's
They're
interesting.
going to get left behind.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the other side of the spectrum there, where if your agility is so low from early turns, some heroes might be going twice before you go once.
Also, what did I want to say? Shout out to, what was it? Bard.
Burrito?
Bard has 65% agility, which...
Oh, you're shouting out a hero class? I thought that was
shouting out a hero
person.
class.
Okay.
Agility is not... There's not a lot of classes with very high agility. There's obviously the ninja at 85 and shapeshifter at 80. Sage is at 75, which is nice. But
I mean,
Bard,
Thief is up there.
Thief is at 70, and then Bard and Dragoon are at 65. And then that's it for like 65 pluses. So Bards kind of get sneaky in there, I think.
Yeah, Sage 75. Where was the Bard? 65. So same as the Goon and
Nothing
higher
else.
than the Monk.
Sage at 75 is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that
an Agi build on a Sage could be really, really interesting.
That's what I've been doing with that one I have that has an Archer sub, a rare. I like that one, and I've been pushing agility on that.
Well, so and you know,
Foresight.
I mentioned double foresight, and that's actually where I'm going with what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So we mentioned that when it was first announced that it was turn based, that we all kind of thought like, oh, agility not great. I feel like we've gone complete 180 on that since, where we're like, oh, evasion being, you know, probably heavily focused on agility, it's OP, right? So now it kind of makes me think agility,
which is why we're not seeing agility in a lot of the skill codexes. I'm curious if we'll see.
I think Dex is still up there because that's sort of the accuracy of everything.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put agility as like number one overall, but it's definitely entered that conversation.
Right.
Especially in the lower levels that we are in the current state of the game. Fast forward to level 60, level 80, level 90.
Yeah.
Vitality is probably going to be the most important stat due to the compounding features that are built into Vitality. I'm curious if agility will compound like Vitality does in that sense from this turn order perspective.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. If it was a like level 10 versus a level 50, does a level 50 go twice before the level 10, you know?
Right off the bat, I would assume so.
Yeah, right. I mean,
but I also don't think that we're going to have many matches where that is going to come to pass, right?
Although that'd be fun to mess around with down the road, like level 50 monk versus a level 10 dread knight. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll have a playground type,
you
know, area where you can do, you know, no level caps or anything like that.
Yeah. Right.
I have some thieves that are at level 8 that when they're at level 10, they're going to be mashed together with
With
an
bonuses. Yeah.
agility stone, and they both have double foresight. So we'll
Oh,
see if I get
nice.
lucky on that one. I need a
Yeah, I
lot to go
had
right on that one.
I had a pair. I had a shapeshifter bard pair where both of them had double foresight, and it missed. It never got spellbow on all 5. I was very upset.
That's a shame.
Yeah. All right. That formula is really interesting. Again, tune in to WoWie tomorrow night. We're going to be chatting about it. 6 interns going to be on that one too, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
And I think Bolon. I'm actually not sure if Bolon's going to do it too, but all right. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is another note I want to just quickly mention. Hubert talked about this formula and how they're kind of changing up some of the combat stuff. And then he said that Workhorse has moved back to the hero skills, so we're likely to see more of those codexes. I thought that was a weird note of like Workhorse is back to doing the skills, and I was like, was he not doing them?
Well, it sounds like this was
Right. Yeah.
you know, these changes, and this agility thing isn't the big change, right?
I think it might be. I don't know.
I don't know. It sounded like there were some kind of further reaching changes with combat that they were working on. Hopefully we get more info on it soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he released the names of the monk.
Oh, right. That's right.
Was it Open Palm,
yeah.
Closed Fist, and Drunken Sway?
Drunken Sway, yeah. It's a lot of fun. I imagine one is going to be, like, the Closed Fist is probably aggressive offense.
Open Palm healing.
Open Palm might be healing and or,
Magic.
like, stun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Drunken Sway is probably going to be evasion, so defensive.
I saw it as, like, RNG.
Maybe, yeah.
Like
maybe
like a
that's it,
high RNG path
Yeah.
where, like, you're drunk, you're swaying around.
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
it's good, maybe it's
you can't
bad.
predict how they're going to act.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good idea, actually.
Dax
that's
brings
fun.
up a good point. All fists are closed. You can't have a fist that isn't a closed fist. That's a claw. That's not really a fist. So something to think about.
Definitely. Duels. They did. They with this patch they said something about duels that I kind of didn't.
Yeah,
read
that was
'cause
big news.
I was so excited about the level 10 stuff. So this refresh. I didn't look at it at all. Did you guys look
Yeah,
at it?
Guy, go into duels quick.
Sure.
So it's essentially, and I'm forgetting the name of it now, but essentially you're going to be able to pay a fee to recharge heroes once they hit their daily limit.
They're like daily. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty significant change, right? Because
Yeah.
when you have, well, I think on both ends of the spectrum, right? For the top players, they're going to be spamming it and keep using their top heroes, maybe put a more distance between them and the rest of us. But then also on the other end of the spectrum, we're like, hey, you're a small player, you only have 1 to 2 good heroes. You know, maybe it's worth it for you to pay the fee and, you know, keep
going
getting
with those
those
good
raffle
heroes.
tickets and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. They're making a lot more complexities with duels. I think the pet thing is definitely screwing with me a little bit because, you know, you kind of need a pet on your duelers,
big ones,
but
yeah.
you know those aren't like my mythic Dark Knight.
Right.
It's a fisher, but like I kind of want my mythic fishing pets to be on ninjas, right? So now I'm wasting one on him. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely adds a new wrinkle to it. With I actually wasn't. I was only thinking about the big wallets like spamming. I didn't think about like small time players getting to like really push their good heroes. You know.
But the thing about the big wallet spamming, right? The ones that and pull up the leaderboard if you could, but like, you know, the King Bakas of the world and the people that are at the top of the leaderboards, they have so many heroes. Like, they've been building, like, I'll use Pouring as an example. He has a ton of Dragoons because Dragoons are such good duelers that, like, he's adjusted his army to kind of account for that, right? So I don't know that it'll be as big of a deal. Like, they definitely have some that are far and above the rest that they'll want to duel more now, but yeah, I think it's more impactful for the smaller wallets if they do want to be competitive in duels and kind of go for it.
How many? What is the daily limit for squad? It's like 30, right?
30, right?
So I mean, it takes effort to bust out 30 and then just keep going.
Not, I mean,
Yeah, I
now
guess,
with
yeah.
with 10,
With the 10,
with being able to
yeah.
batch 10 at a
Batches.
time, you know.
It doesn't take much time.
I don't know. We're a bunch of helper
I know, yeah.
duelers, so we don't look at this as closely. Yeah, I noticed it when I was doing the multi-wall thing to get tiered rewards.
Right. Why is this background red?
This is
a
the
little
second
strange.
Google sheet
I don't like it.
or Chrome, whatever.
Well, anyways, it's cool that they added that. Again, I think this was like that was one of the final things that was in the best friends patch. So, I think it's cool they added it. And, you know, this was teased out that they were gonna do something like this. So, good for the team getting it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunken Master, all about reflecting physical damage. I could see that. Tolsworthy.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Like
That's
counter-
yeah, Maddie, your mic is fucked up again. Yeah, I feel like in a few other games, Clash Royale is something that I play here and there, and they just add a monk class, and the special move it has is to reflect damage back. So, yeah, I feel like that's
cool.
a monk thing. Yeah.
Is the mic good?
Yeah, you're good now. I was
back?
killing for time talking about Clash Royale.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what?
It's a
isn't that
good.
the point
It's
of
a
the game.
yeah, exactly. It's a good bathroom game. I go to the bathroom at work.
Yeah.
It's that 3-minute game where it's like, all right, that's
Yeah.
the right amount of time before I need to like kind of get on with it. So.
All right. So I know here at the end you have like a ton of pets you're gonna pop off, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, Maddie, you got to get that mic fixed, man. It's doing it
Is it
again.
doing it again?
Yeah, but I do have 50 blue eggs ready to hatch. So, Beeve, if you're still in the audience,
Oh,
don't
wow.
go anywhere because
Wait.
I'm gonna need to know which of those are, you know, rare and which aren't.
Is my mic better right now?
It's very loud, but yeah,
Oh, well,
Do you have
hold on. How
music
about-
playing?
yeah, you do have music.
I think I do.
You're good now.
now.
All right, what's next? Guy, claim your rewards.
I haven't logged into this wallet in a very long time.
Ooh, Mosh is here. Mosh, hang around for my egg hatching, so you can tell me what's good.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna hit those. We're gonna hit that, and I have a fun summon too. But
What do you
do
got?
you guys want to say something? I got a Dread Knight attempt.
Dread?
Do you guys want to say something right now about some sad news? Sad news in the community about Fight Club.
Yeah. For anyone who hasn't heard, Fight Club is no more. It has been sunsetted. There was an update coming that was very exciting. It was going to put physical damage versus magical damage in. There was going to be a block aspect or a defense aspect to it. It was really going to improve the game on a few levels. And there was an issue during the coding. The database for it got kind of erased. And Konix has chosen to kind of move on from the DFK ecosystem off of that. It seemed like a fair time to do so if he was ever going to. But he is going to be making his own game in the near future. We're very excited for that.
Cool.
We have talked to him already. We're going to be doing some giveaways for it when it is ready for the masses. So, it stinks, but yeah. Guy, you have anything?
Yeah, it's just too bad. It's Konix is someone that moves a million miles an hour, so it was one of the ways he was able to push these updates and releases out so fast is just the way he codes and this bringing speed to market more than anything else. But like with that, had some drawbacks, and he ran into a very big one that got to a point where he did something a little too fast and got to a point where what he reversed is unrepairable. So it sucks. Too bad to see from Fight Club. I know hosting those tournaments was one of the most fun things I've done over the last few months.
Oh yeah.
So I'm definitely going to miss that. But curious to see. Wish Konix the best of luck with his next project. Wish him well, and excited to see what he's able to create long term.
From a DFK perspective, it's really kind of killing my strategy here. I now have to be dueling to get raffle tickets.
Right.
I was very ready to come into this season and just let duels just kind of sit there until all the big dogs got high enough up. and just get my raffle tickets from Fight Club like I've
Right.
been doing, and I think a lot of people in the community were doing, but not an option anymore. So now I'm a little starved for raffles. It's brutal. I got the
that's tough.
itch. So
You're gonna be dueling though, right?
I mean, I got to start. I was waiting
Yeah.
for the pets to come out. I was very
Yeah.
hesitant to be assigning pets for duels and then having to wait 24 hours to
Wait
change
for-
them and stuff.
yeah,
So I was
yeah.
waiting for this. I'm going to be, kind of going through all that, and then I'll get dueling.
Very cool. All right, yeah. Well, that's too bad. And Konix is super talented, so whatever he comes up with, I'm very excited to see in the future.
Yeah, we've seen some artwork for it and some different things. It looks really cool. So we're gonna be keeping
Awesome.
an eye on that. We'll make sure
Yeah.
we tell all you about it.
Yeah, totally. All right. So with that, you want to do? Should I do my summon first, or should we?
Yeah, you don't have to watch me click the claim button.
Or should we do all those pets?
No, do your summon.
Yeah, because mine. I already have mine, like the crystal ready. Basically, this is these are two. It's a sage and a dragoon that I summoned myself. So like I didn't buy these, so like they don't have any matches, but they have two, and it's like cheap for me to do it. So I'm gonna try and go for it.
Yeah, pop that screen on.
Yeah. Hold on. DeFiKingdoms share.
While you're setting that up.
Oh, and I used a
few more-
vigor. I used a lesser vigor on him.
Oh, you're already ready to go. I thought we had
Yeah.
some time to kill here. Go for it.
All right. Oh boy, I'm nervous.
Did you say there were matches on abilities or anything like that? Or?
The dragoon has intimidate, so I'm hoping it carries over, but
That'd be
there's
cool.
no mutation chance.
Okay. See that big sword?
Yeah,
You got some mythic vibes in the chat.
Oh, love it. Oh man.
What
And-
gen is it gonna be? 65?
No, it won't be that high, but it'll be high.
Ooh,
It's a sage.
shit.
Ooh.
Ah,
Brutal.
Yeah, that's
how
too
do you
bad.
still have one summon?
They had two. They both had two.
Oh, so you get another attempt.
All right, foraging sage.
Oh.
Oh, missed on the ability.
Did you use a stone there?
I did.
Yeah,
Vigor.
vitality's pretty high.
Okay. All right, solid
Not a
sage.
huge
Ugh.
miss, but like
Yeah,
not
it's
what
not
you
the
wanted.
End of the world, but like
They're
yeah, I
good
wanted to-
foragers.
Yeah.
These are the things people say when you miss a
Yeah.
summon.
I'll probably put this on the market.
Ooh,
'Cause
who
with
wants to
one
buy
summon, With one summon, it'll sell.
Or do you just buy a goon with one summon?
Yeah, I might buy a good with one summon. That'd be fun.
it? Just throw it in the pit. Throw the original pair in the pit right now.
No, they've another summon, both of them.
Just saying. It's good for the
Extra rarity
ecosystem
chance.
as a whole.
Oh man, this is tough. All right.
So something else that was mentioned in the AMA during the question portion, Hubert got the question, will pets contribute to travel at all? And he answered in a very, like...
He 100% dodged the question.
No, but... So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it goes back to what iOS code was saying. The idea that he thinks gold eggs
Right,
are
that,
going to
like-
be mounts, horses, or buggies or carriages,
Well, he
whatever.
said that there is like some category of pet bonus that we don't know about yet, and it might be
Right.
travel. So
That's what Hubert had said.
yeah.
So I don't know. I saw that and I just thought iOS code's right. He nailed it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we have some time before that comes to pass, but
Right.
I thought that was interesting. Somebody asked about RNG protection.
Oh yeah, that was
I hated that question,
yeah.
like big time. Like it's gambling.
Right.
You're gonna
And,
lose.
and Hubert said that though. Hubert was like, "No, this is the system I've designed. That's part of it."
I
Deal
mean,
with
if you
it."
run into
Like,
bad luck, you run into bad luck.
yeah, like
Could we ever see some kind of third-party system that you could like buy insurance on your summons or anything like that?
Ooh, DFK
Well, I
Insurance
mean,
Agency.
that guy did that. Somebody, no, I mean not the same thing you're talking about, but that guy was doing Gen Zero summons like early on. Remember that, where he was like he had like a flat price.
Michi or something.
I
Yeah,
rented
yeah.
for a very long time from
What was
him.
his
Yeah.
name?
I forget,
That's- yeah, no.
All right.
but like he like was hedging basically.
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah.
it costs 60 jewel or 60 crystal
Yeah.
to someone with your Gen Zeros. He would charge you 100 or 150.
right.
And the floor of Gen 1s at the time was 90.
Yeah.
And then he would buy it back for a certain amount if you didn't like it.
Right.
Correct.
DFK
All right, let's do it. I want to see
insurance.
these. I want to see these pets. Let's
We're
do this
doing the
thing.
pets?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to make this all about me and be sitting here like when pets. You know?
When pets, though.
Yeah, I want to know.
I mean, we got full Mythic Squad in attendance, so
I
like,
know.
actually,
Yeah,
Starbuck
I
here.
don't. I
Go
haven't
get
seen
Starbuck.
Yeah.
So the way this started, I realized that all of my mythics. Where am I going? All of my mythics are foraging. I don't have
Okay.
any fishing
No,
mythics. So
yeah.
this is. I was gonna just go buy one, and iOS code isn't here, but he has one that I was gonna purchase. But I decided to just do this instead. So we got 50.
Ooh.
Oh, babe. Are we doing all of them?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just scroll
love
through them
it.
quick. We don't need to make this like.
Well, if it's a good
Oh,
one,
I
we
thought
gotta
you were going to
celebrate.
individually
Yeah,
hatch
so did
every
I.
single
I mean,
one.
I'm going to be watching them individually, but you guys can talk about other stuff.
No.
No, we gotta definitely. You gotta click through them.
And it looked like one of them didn't go, so we'll see what happens there.
How does that work?
What's the over under for mythics here? Like
two.
what should I be happy with if I get more than two?
Two, you should be happy.
Yeah. Anything over 2, you should be doing
Right.
jumping jacks.
I want 4.
Well, you're a greedy
I
bastard.
don't think that's happening.
I also feel like I just got rugged. It doesn't seem to be going.
50 eggs gone.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, good start.
Good start.
That's cool how it like counts up.
Toggle
Yeah.
Kid. Shout out if there's anything rare.
2-star.
Alright, this is
on the
a 2-star.
uncommon.
What we
I like
got?
that.
Increase
Efficient,
experience.
Oh,
right,
that's
too?
the yeah.
And all of these are for sale. If anyone sees one they like, shout it out in the chat. Oh, we're getting crushed
Ouch.
here.
Ouch. These are all boon, right? There we go.
Alright.
Those are rare.
I like the
these
turtle.
These are all boon. Old turtle. Pet egg.
I do like
bonus.
old turtle.
Oh,
There
there
we
we go.
go.
Let's
There we go.
Only took 7.
Wow.
That's wild.
Oh, multiple fish. All right. That's awesome.
wow.
I needed it.
Hydra.
Within the first 10.
We're on pace for
Honestly,
5.
you deserve 1 stars the rest of the way.
Well, so where did the rest go? All right.
Does it only do
Loading.
10 at a time?
It looks like it. Just making sure I'm not gonna like
Wait,
refresh and they're gonna be in
well,
my.
it says. Well, it looked like the.
It looked like the transactions went through.
Yeah. Well, it looked like only 10 happened.
Yeah, it looks like you.
Podpool Goose.
Ooh. We don't know him as well. He can tell by just seeing it.
Just by looking at it, that's
Yeah.
Blue
Oh man,
goose,
they
odd
both
pool.
are calling it out. Yeah.
All right. How much could that go for?
more than floor.
Sky's the limit. They don't do anything. They don't do
1,000.
anything right now, right? Like the
Don't
Aqua-
shut up.
Okay.
We don't know that until I sell it. I'm getting rugged here by the old Clayton
Are you in
blockchain.
Are you on regular Clayton? Does
Wait, are
Clayton
you
have
on Clayton?
A pocket?
Is there Pocket Clayton?
I think there's pocket Clayton.
I've never had issues with Clayton.
I know, me neither. Well, you're doing.
Oh, so that's
I've
a
never
fun
done
thing.
50,
Well, Jesus Christ, that's a fun thing. While we're kind of waiting for this to go, that we could talk about something. So last pod, I was talking about my crafter strategy and how I'm buying a ton of crafters, all below 100 crystal. Like it's been great. So people do listen to our pod apparently because I have missed the past like 10 that have shown up.
oh shit.
Bots are all over it. There are people just beating me out naturally. So I had a thought today. All the bots seem to be on DFK chain. What if we all as a community started posting on Clayton in the tavern to make life a little bit harder on the bots? They'd have to switch over. It'd be a
Isn't
little more
it-
gas
wouldn't-
for them.
The only reason is gas decisions. That's why there's probably more bots on DFK chain because it's a little cheaper, right?
That's where all the volume is.
That's a good point.
So maybe we keep things moving on them.
So if you.
But
that's
I think
interesting.
all you're doing is of the
Dude,
the
I'm just
people
getting
listening,
failed
1 or 2 of them
transactions.
probably have bots that they create. That person's just gonna go create one on Clayton now.
Right. I don't think it'll solve the issue. I don't think there is an issue. I think bots are good, but like at the same point, they're our competition.
Well, the sniper bots suck. I don't like those.
I mean,
But it provides instant liquidity for people that want
Sure.
liquidity.
Yeah.
yeah, it helps form a floor.
Yes.
You might have to do these individually.
No, this is gonna work now.
Okay.
Will it though? What
Only
else can we
time will
talk
tell.
about while we wait?
Let's see. Let's check the old agenda.
Ooh.
Oh, right. The
Failed
vote.
again.
The vote. Sort of rehashing the final vote on the RFC.
Maddie, your mic. So the vote happened on the RFC.
Yep.
I'll
Some
give
people
him a
voted
second
yes,
here.
and some people
How
voted
about
no.
now? How about
Yeah,
now?
I don't know. Why is that news? Why are we talking about that? It's over. It didn't pass.
Okay. We're
Go
not
ahead.
talking about that.
No, I'm sorry. These egg crackings are
He's
making me
getting
a
very
little
angry at these failed
little
transactions.
angry.
Just try opening one rather than 40.
I'm not sitting here and doing that.
No, you should.
I
Great
think we should.
content.
I'm letting them go one at a time. Oh, you guys
Dag
can't see
says
my
Phil's-
MetaMask. Failed train. God damn it. All right, here we go.
Favorite beer.
Favorite beer? Somebody say that.
Yeah, what's your favorite beer?
I'm
Can
drinking
someone
a
get
little sip of
intern in the
sunshine.
right time zone? I wonder if all of these are already like done, and that's why. Or did you just open one?
I just opened one. I really don't want to sit here doing this.
I don't think anyone really wants to see you watch 40 clicks either. So I agree with you.
Oh, I was off to such a good start there.
Don't you have crystals too?
Yeah, we can. Let's go over to that. We'll come back to the pets.
So
Gen
these
Zero summons.
Gen Zero crystals, or what are these?
Yeah, the first one we're going for a Bard shapeshifter. Bard with the shapeshifter sub,
That'd be cool.
and we're going for mythic. And it's gonna have
My Gen
3
Zeros
advanced.
finally got me a thief with a Dark Knight sub, so that was fun.
There you go. Oh, Bard.
Ooh, that's
Bard?
a bard.
Warrior, I'll
Uncommon.
take that. Foraging
There are 3 chances.
at abilities.
Unbelievable.
And none of them.
Double critical aim's kind of cool.
Yeah, sure it is.
It is. I mean, that's one of the best.
Anybody want to buy it?
No.
This is what this pod's just gonna turn into. It's just me trying to sell all
Shilling
my
your
shit.
bags.
Anybody want to buy
Yeah.
it? Hey, that sage is
Going
probably in the
once,
market.
going twice. All right, here we go. Let's make a shapeshifter, and then I will dark summon them both right now at 5 summons.
Really?
Let's see what pops out.
Wait, that was a 5/5 bard?
Yeah,
Oh,
Gen
nice.
Zeros, Gen 1.
Oh, that was a Gen. Oh, that's awesome.
Berserker.
Ooh.
Berserker Summoner.
Ooh.
All right, Summoner sub's kind of cool.
I've hit the Berserker Summoner about 4 times. Not once have I hit either the Shapeshifter Summoner or the Seer Summoner, which would be a lot better.
Seer
also-
Summoner would be very cool.
Gardening, not ideal.
But
All right.
those
Efficient.
subclasses 10 of 10 always sell for decently.
I didn't check the. What's
Oh,
deal on
the
recessive?
crafting?
Oh well, it's not gonna. No, I was gonna check recessive, but it's not gonna be recessive bard. So.
Yeah, right.
All right, try to do a batched egg one.
Yeah,
more
I'm
time,
gonna.
And then we'll sign off.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to do them eventually. So.
I mean, you can do that in your own time though.
Try increasing the gas a little bit.
That's a good call.
Oh,
Very good
Kind of
call.
while since we've done that.
Yeah, I haven't had to.
Dags, up the gas.
There you go.
I bet he typed it before Guy said it.
Probably.
Well, he's also on sound delay as well. So
Yeah.
you owe me a Coke.
Masha's saying try 5.
How
I
do
don't
you do
think I
that?
can do that.
Oh, you got 2? Oh, you already did 2. That's right.
Yeah, how do you do a partial batch?
I think you can only do.
Yeah.
It's only one button. I mean, we're not very skilled in the way of hatching. Clearly, there is an art.
No, yeah. That's what
All right.
this is. This is like karma of our anti. Oh, there we go. Wait,
Did it
it just
just-
said completed? It's right there, right?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Why did you exit?
Because I thought that it was gonna fail again.
Oh God, they're all dead.
Of course, it completes now. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Showed up.
All right, great.
All right.
Rare, 4-star rare, nice.
2-star
Catching
combat. I like
Multiple
that.
fish. All right. Oh, we got a lot coming
it's
up.
moving.
Looks
It's
like full
moving.
20. Goose, odd pool.
Doesn't look like it.
No, that's
What's
that's
that
just a
background,
white
though?
goose.
Pretty
Background's
odd
not-
background.
No,
What?
it's pretty
Click.
normal.
Find out.
Snail.
4-star rare again.
Another efficient angler.
Oh, odd
Oh,
pool.
that might be a
Tan
different
goose.
color. Yeah.
Beige.
I thought they
Beige.
said it was blue was the one, but
They're all different levels of rare.
oof.
Few hermit crabs. All right. Axolotl. Oh!
There's
Oh,
another
what's
mythic.
up? Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Only 8-star. Kind of
Yeah, interesting. But 3 stars on the ones you want.
Yeah, agreed.
rare fish. All right, this one's gonna be for sale. Whoever wants it. All right, so that's 2 in about 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
excellent.
pretty wild.
I'm on a good pace here.
Yeah.
You really are.
Tagua, 2-star.
Rare.
Catching, I guess I should say, catching multiple fish.
I feel like rares are like pretty good value.
Yeah, solid. All right,
There
little
we
leggy.
go.
Nice.
Extra item roll.
Mmm.
Another
Goose.
beige goose.
Ooh,
Guess
gooses.
it's not that rare.
Yeah. Turtle.
Turtle,
Another
turtle.
turtle. Wait, that might have been one of the special turtles. Just
No.
look at the guy before him. Yeah.
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 What do we got? Beeve, Mosh. What do we got?
It's crystal turtle, I think is what it's called. It might be. I don't know.
That's a rare background too.
No, it's not.
Everything's a rare background.
Odd pool.
I'm
Beeve
telling you,
saying
that,
odd pool.
that turtle was, yeah.
All right.
And then a penguin.
Gold odd pool.
All right. I feel like you need to hatch the rest.
Oh no.
We need to figure out
definitely doing
if you
All right,
want
so
all of
I'm
it.
off the pace now. That was 2 and
2 and
No.
30. Yeah.
2 and
yeah, it
20.
was 2 and
No,
30.
30. He's done 30.
Oh, you've done 30. You're right. So what do odds say? What's the mythic odds?
I think it's 2%.
If it's 2%, it should take 50 eggs to get one mythic.
Yeah. He's already ahead of that.
Great.
You're already way ahead of that.
It's
And
my
you got
night.
legendaries are like 5%, right?
It is my night.
Yeah.
Failed. All right. Not my night. Maybe I have to switch over to Ethereum again. That worked last time.
Yeah, that was
It
weird.
seemed to work. Worm confirmed 6% on the Leggy.
Leggy, yeah.
Okay. So I was wrong there.
So, well, I guess you're on it. How do you do out of 50? Are we up? Did you up the gas?
Guy's the math guy.
Yeah.
What are we trying to math?
6%. What is the out of 50?
3?
No. What? That's no
Yeah.
way.
No, that's because
That's-
6% out of 100 is 6.
All right.
The math is not overly
All right,
complicated.
I'm switching to Ethereum when it's halfway through the transaction. Let's see if that works.
So you're behind on the legendary hatches, but ahead on the mythic, which I
Yeah.
would 100% take any day.
Nope, failed.
I don't think. Yeah.
This is maybe our worst podcast ever.
It might be.
I think
just-
it was a good pod.
I'm
Well,
s-
not the whole thing, but like this
We'll
the
edit
last
it.
10
ending
the last
here.
10
We'll
minutes
edit,
has
we'll
been
edit it
rough.
out. We can edit it.
edit and post.
Yeah.
4 is 4%, 5 is 5%.
Oh, Mosh, I
100
love the
matches.
math. So valuable.
Come on. Confirm.
Yeah, chat is fire.
I've never seen this in Clayton.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
Well,
on.
I think it has to do, and well, it's not a MetaMask thing because like
Well,
it's not like
was the-
MetaMask is rejecting.
They said that it was that this was the fix. Like this shouldn't be happening on those batched multi-transaction things. Right.
I mean, it was working fine. It worked fine on the
Yeah.
first one. I don't think it's... I'm just switching all around here, see if I can jog something. And now we'll give it a refresh.
Did we really hit everything on the agenda?
yeah.
Are we just that thorough?
Yeah, we were pretty. we went through everything. I think if I'm not mistaken, Grady is gonna go live tonight.
Oh, is he?
Has he started yet?
He wanted to talk about the level 10 stuff. So
Nice. Everyone go check him out.
go.
100%.
I mean, I would probably say go now, but
Oh, 3XP in June. Are you guys going to 3XP?
no, we're not.
Where is it?
California.
LA?
Nope.
Isn't it LA?
Yeah, I think it
Sarge,
is.
aren't you going?
The team,
Sarge is going.
did you
Christian
hear, did you
Peters
hear that in
going.
the AMA? The team is
Bunch of people.
hooking them up.
I think Styx is going. Styx intern.
Yeah.
What are they
Well,
hooking
yeah.
them up with?
For Christian Peter and Sarge, the Kingdom Studios got them tickets,
Oh, that's great.
like to the event, like the convention itself.
No.
It's only
cool.
20. I might just start cracking them individually.
Seemed to work last time.
Maybe you need to do the one transaction before. You know, just like refresh your wallet.
I've refreshed it
That's a
every
thing.
which way.
That's a thing. No, you need like a new transaction.
All right, we got one. Boo.
Lame.
It just doesn't feel like I'm gonna hit a mythic going one at a time.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Oh, hero voting power. Should mythic heroes have more voting power than a common hero?
No.
I think so.
I guess maybe.
Are we in a democracy? Or are we in some kind of feudal system?
Feudal system. Democracy's
But-
clearly overrated.
Yeah. But like Mythic Archer shouldn't.
I don't
be-
know if I
It's not a. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was just one. I got excited myself.
if I spend 5,000 crystal on a hero,
That's a good point. Yeah.
shouldn't it give me the
Right.
same,
Right.
kind of power as 5,000 crystal worth of floor heroes?
Should the hero? But how do you come up with that math of like how much voting power does a mythic have versus a common?
I mean, I think it should just be weighted in some way.
Yeah. But is it like
I don't know.
is it like common, uncommon is like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, and it's just like a line, or is it like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
exponential?
It would probably be like more like 1, 2, 4, 8.
Oh,
Another one! Wait,
he's on fire.
Wait, no, this is an odd pool one, I
Kid's
think.
on fire.
Isn't it?
Bloater
The
snail?
bloater snail?
That looks pretty rare. Kind of odd.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I
Uh,
thought.
I do think the bloater snail.
I don't
is
believe you,
odd.
Maddie. I'm waiting for chat to tell me.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I might be wrong on that. There's
not
one
your
of the
forte.
snails. Yeah.
not odd
Not
pool,
odd
he
pool.
says. What the hell,
Disappointing. Still a mythic.
Still a mythic. Holy shit.
High value fish. I mean, it's a cool looking dude, but again,
Yeah,
the
it
8
is.
star.
Yeah, whatever.
I want them to re-release those rankings of who has the most mythics per hatch. I think I'm up there. I get very lucky
Somebody
in the
in the
hatchery.
squad like posts that pretty like weekly, I think.
Dags is saying burn it. Don't think I'll be following that advice. Let's get another one. Let's go back to back. All right.
Oh,
A little rare.
little rare action.
Blue egg chance. Now I have to
Wait.
like go. What? You want me to try all of them again?
Oh wait, Grady says they're not doing it.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah. No, not yeah. Try to do the multi hatch now.
After this one.
Beav is
Yeah.
mad at you.
I 100% agree with that, Beef. Also,
No,
Franz,
I'm
like,
not downplaying
are
it.
you sending your combat pet out to fish? Your
Wait,
pet
what
is
was
doing-
the question? What was
your
that?
pet is doing one function. So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
an
it's
8-star versus a 9-star. Like
you're
Wait,
right.
try-
As
wait,
long
try
as
the
there's
multi.
3 after this one, because I already clicked the button.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a whole thing. Yeah, Mosh, I'm coming for you. I'm nipping at your heels. You could run, but you can't hide.
what do you think about bulk bridging as well? So equipment.
Oh, that was
travel with the hero.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No, that's like really cool, and that was a point I wanted to make. That's what they should be marketing on. They're doing things that
Right.
no one else has done. This is cutting edge NFT shit.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't that the marketing? Like, at the end of the day, DeFiKingdoms could succeed as a game. It could fail as a game. Like, obviously, we're sitting here on a podcast about it. We're pretty confident it's going to do well.
Yeah.
But like, they've kind of left their stamp on the crypto industry already,
Correct.
and they
I
continue to
100%
do
agree.
it as they build more.
Yeah, see, I came into DeFi Kingdoms more interested than the gameplay, than the decks, and the functionality there.
Right.
But like what they're doing in the crypto space is truly,
Yeah.
you know,
It's insane.
groundbreaking in that sense.
Well, attaching two NFTs like
Ooh,
Nice.
that's
oh,
9
wait,
stars.
It's a 9-star. Oh
That's
my
9
god.
stars.
You are.
Is that count? What does that count as far as?
No, it's
That counts as one of
legendary.
your 3 legendaries
Yeah.
you're supposed to get, which you're almost
Very-
at too, by the
Very
way.
nice. I got the 70% chance to receive an extra item roll.
Damn.
I think
try
I have
to-
another mythic in here.
I do too.
Wow.
I'm sticking with it. It's going well. You don't.
But yeah,
you don't mess
going
with
back
the
to
juju.
going back to that point, though, I do want to say that one thing about like the attaching two NFTs and having them be like bonded, like they've
That
done
odd
with
pull?
the pets. Like, no, I like that is like I don't think anybody has done that with NFTs, or no one has that I know of in the space has like been doing that kind of thing, where like
No.
now that you can bridge them, two attached NFTs you can bridge from like one chain to another. That's like wild.
Yeah. No, I don't think we're even at the point of saying like I don't know who else is doing it or I don't think anyone else is doing it. Like they're the only ones doing it. This was developed fresh, and
Yeah,
like we will see other, like it's all open source, right, on the blockchain.
probably.
So like we're gonna see this in other games. Like they don't get enough credit
No.
for changing GameFi and helping develop GameFi as an industry, and I think they need to market on that a lot more.
I
Maybe
100%
tell your
agree.
boy Bo on tomorrow night when you're on your favorite podcast.
I'll give him a lecture.
Yeah, do that. 7 more. I feel a mythic in here. Nice 9-star. Rounded out. Oh,
Wow.
Nice legendary.
6-star. Runes. Odd pool too.
I don't think so.
Yeah. There's really no way to know.
Ooh. I
Ooh.
think we're pulled up that thing we were talking about.
Tied for 24th. I don't like those. That rank. Is that? Well, wait. So.
But that's
Warm-
not percentage. That's just
Yeah,
for mythics.
I want to know percentage because there are some degens out here like Mosh and Beef that have hatched a
I've
lot
hatched
more than me.
10,000.
I don't think I've hatched the mythic pet yet.
I did.
Oh, Black Goose.
It's
That's
odd
like
pool.
Black Swan. It's odd pool.
What if you opened one of the ultra rare ones right now? That'd be wild.
I wouldn't notice. It's
No, they're like
Like I
all
said,
bizarre
there's-
looking.
yeah. I think Longzai has been tweeting those. I think we still have
They're
5
cool,
more to
yeah.
find.
Oh, that's
Blue
cool.
Giant Tool.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Toad.
good.
That's
Rare.
odd. Odd pool.
It's not odd pool. Mosh says 5K eggs that he's hatched.
That's so many.
That's
My
so
God.
many.
Ooh, Green Goose.
Odd.
Nice. What's the
You
last
got a
one
lot
gonna be?
of geese in this one.
Yeah.
If chat guesses correctly what the last
No.
egg is, that person gets it.
Oh,
Oh,
another leggy.
3-star fishing.
Damn.
Ooh, increase the fishing skill by 39. So that's
Holy
all right.
shit.
So what
we
is
were
the
talking
cap,
about.
right? Because
Well,
Crypto Keith was saying in the beginning that the new cap for profession skill, fishing skill, foraging skill, whatever,
right.
is 30. I don't know.
But
'Cause-
like can the bonus take it over?
Right.
Right, like is this
Yeah.
them saying 39? Is that them like kind of future proofing the pets? Where like, now for the next level of quest, right? It'll still be effective and still help, and it's gonna cap here for now.
I think it's just it'll be like a functioning, like an effective score of this when you do it.
Of
But
30, the cap.
Of 69 hypothetically.
Nice.
If you have 30 and you get that and you add that 39,
Here it is, mythic. Ah,
oh,
what a way to end
Axolotl.
it. So where'd I get 3 mythics and 2 rares
And
that
four-
were mythic star quality?
Didn't you get like 3 or 4 legendaries
You
too?
got 4
No,
legendaries.
not rares. I meant legendaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 legendaries and 3 mythics. That was insane.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah, it was great. I gotta do this more often.
Yeah, this is fun.
I mean, it is very expensive.
But also,
Yes.
it would have been better if we got it all in one go. But
Yeah. Well,
So
Can't
total
have it all.
cost, will total cost of that be offset by 1 mythic?
I didn't really track it, to be honest. I sold a level 13 pirate, mythic pirate,
oh
for
shit!
8,000
Whoa.
crystal or jade. Might have been 8,000 jade. But so this was, I put a little bit of aside as jewel, and the rest I was like, I'm gonna have some fun.
Nice.
So I didn't really track anything. But and I
That's
just
cool.
I needed more fishing
Pets.
mythics. I have
Yeah.
3 now. That's great.
That's awesome.
All right. Very cool. Guy, do you have any summons?
No, I do not.
Wow, you
I've got
usually
eggs.
do.
I could like
No,
if you want me
don't.
to go from scratch, I could hatch
No.
eggs, but it would be another
Don't worry
20
about it.
minutes.
I
of what
feel
we
like
just
you
did.
always have like summons like ready to go. I feel like.
I'm
Yeah,
shocked chat stayed with us this long, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
my
know,
Gen
I know.
Zeros have been off. I actually need my next Gen Zero summon is tomorrow morning. Like off
Gotta
cycle.
get that lined up with
What
the pod
time?
guy.
Yeah.
I know. I will. I'll save up 3 Gen Zero summons for the next time we meet.
Yeah, just keep the crystals on
I'll
crack.
keep the crystals.
Oh, let me check that actually, real quick, because those will be ready to go if my helper account has spats
Oh,
them
yeah.
out. It usually happens overnight though, so I don't think it will be, but it's worth a try. Nope. What am I doing? Nope. All right, that was fun.
All right. Well, this has been an episode of Bogside Chats. My name is Matty Pesk for Franz and for Guy Kid. Thank you guys all for sticking around with us, and we'll catch you next week.
Stop tagging me on those Twitter things. Tag somebody else.
Grumpy
you
old man.